Hello everybody, welcome back to the Spoked Wheel YouTube channel. Today we have stage 5 of the 2020 Giro Rosa series that we are doing with Team Mitchelton-Scott and Annemiek van Vleuten. Last time out in stage 4 we got a great win over the cobblestones and up a pretty steep finishing climb with Van Vleuten. We used pretty much the whole team to keep things together and give ourselves a chance of victory, so it was a really nice win, definitely my favorite win so far that we've had on the channel. And as a result of that victory, it meant that we moved Annemiek van Vleuten up to within 23 seconds of Kasia Nieuwiadoma in the GC. She's still in second place, one back of the race leader. So as you can see from the profile today, there is a decent amount of climbing, a Cat 2 and a Cat 3 on offer today, over 103 kilometers of racing. So I think the magazine likes the GC contenders like Van Vleuten and Nieuwiadoma to have a chance to win this stage. I don't know if that's going to happen or not, but we're going to have to be sure to stay attentive, especially on this final climb. It looks like a pretty steep one compared to the Cat 2, so that could certainly present an opportunity to go on the attack and try and gain back some time with Van Vleuten. For our equipment, we want the lightest frames and wheels, so that is all good. And our strategy has stayed the same pretty much throughout this whole thing, with Van Vleuten as our leader. We have our teammates. Sarah Roy, the sprinter, hasn't got an opportunity to sprint yet, but it might happen at some point. And then Lucy Kennedy and Amanda Spratt as the free elements. Amanda Spratt in particular might be important today. Outside of Van Vleuten, she's the best climber we have on the team. And it looks like that Cat 3 climb on the menu today might provide a chance for her to help set up Van Vleuten as she goes for the win. So we'll try and keep not just Van Vleuten fresh today, but also Spratt to see if she can't do something on that climb to help out the team. We are now at the start of stage 5 of the Giro Rosa. We have Annemiek van Vleuten in the Maglia Ciclamina. Once again, we're going to have her take position at the front of the peloton, and like we've been doing, we'll have, Gracie Elvin can protect her, and then Amanda Spratt is on a great day. Her 77 mountain rating has turned into an 80 with +3. We're also going to have her position herself up at the front of the peloton, and Georgia Williams with her 76 flat rating will be the rider in charge of protecting her. Gracie Elvin protect Van Vleuten. Alright, so that's all set up. Just taking a look at the climb, it is indeed super steep. So I'm not positive how many kilometers long the climb is, but it's so steep that there's definitely going to be a chance to make a big difference on that climb. So basically our game plan is just going to be try and keep everyone protected and out of trouble up over this Cat 2, keep the race together, and then we'll see if we can't dynamite things with Amanda Spratt and Van Vleuten on the Cat 3 climb. I don't know if it will be enough to win the stage, but we're going to give it a try and see what happens. We are up over the top of that Cat 2 climb. Sort of at the start of the climb, the breakaway had a really big advantage of up over 5 minutes, so we recruited Roberts, Roy, and Kennedy to ride on the front to set pace and limit the breakaway's advantage to hopefully keep us in with a chance of winning the stage. That has gone quite successfully, I would say. The gap has already been cut in half, about 10 kilometers later, so that's going great. Van Vleuten and Spratt both still looking good. Both of them are on really good days. Van Vleuten has a +3 race day condition and Spratt has a +2. So together I think they should make for a very effective combination on this final Cat 3 climb. It'll just be a question of who can stay with us and whether or not we'll have enough of an advantage to stay out in front for the flat section after the climb. But we will find out soon enough. Okay, so we're now approaching this final climb of the day. Cat 3 climb, 7 points available at the top. The breakaway still has about 2 minutes advantage. As you can see, it's a super steep climb. So we're on the climb now, basically. And I think we're just going to kind of try and smash it as much as possible in these early kilometers. And actually, we want to go with our riders who are actually good on this terrain here. So we're going to go with Lucy Kennedy, see if we can't open some sort of gap here, and then we'll have Spratt and Van Vleuten as well to try and finish off the job, basically, once Kennedy is out of energy. So we're going to ride hard with Kennedy, and then we will turn it over to Amanda Spratt, and we're going to stick her on 85 because 85 still falls into the jurisdiction of the mountain rating. So that's what we want from her, is the mountain rating rather than the hills. And then we have Van Vleuten on the wheel. So it's kind of very narrow, steep road, so it's hard to tell exactly like what sort of damage is being done right now. But just sort of trying to keep it going here. Some of the riders from the breakaway are boxing us in a little bit. Nuyadoma is with us, but in some amount of trouble. Let's see if we can't launch Van Vleuten down this downhill. So we've got a little bit of a gap, under 15 kilometers to go. So that's not too much left to ride, especially considering we have this downhill. Let's relay on 85. And we also have Spratt in this second group on the road, so that's great. And Nuyadoma is chasing pretty hard, but I don't know if they'll be able to close a 20+ second gap to Van Vleuten. Obviously she's very strong on the flat, 78, and then with the +3 too, because of the race day condition. That's a very solid rating. It looks like some other riders are chasing too, but we're well inside 10Ks. I think we could potentially have a stage win here on the cards. It looked like Nuyadoma was even sort of struggling a little bit, not out of energy, but maybe out of her red bar as we were going up over the top of the climb. They got close there. They got really close. Let's bump it up one. And okay, now let's reassess here. So we have Spratt, we have Van Vleuten. I don't really know who the best sprinter in this group is. Alright, looks like Brand has a very strong sprint. So she would probably be the favorite from this group. So with Van Vleuten, I'm going to have her follow her wheel, and maybe I'll attack with Spratt. Let's see if the riding at the front continues. Alright, it's not. So yeah, let's attack with Spratt. Now the question is, who else attacked to go across? Alright, it's not Nuyadoma, so I'm not concerned about losing time with Van Vleuten. Now the question is, can we get the win with Spratt? We're inside a kilometer. Gonna put her on sprint. We're gonna go back to Van Vleuten now. We get the win with Spratt. That's great. And now let's sprint with Van Vleuten too. And we'll take fourth with Annemiek Van Vleuten. Okay, so that was a lot that just happened in the final few kilometers. I had to pause several times to just sort things out and figure out what I wanted to do strategically. Didn't quite work out how we had hoped going into this stage in terms of attacking on the climb with Van Vleuten and staying away. I probably realistically should have attacked a little bit earlier on in the climb before it flattened out to get a better gap with her. But I was trying to use my teammates, specifically Spratt, as much as possible to try and, I guess, lighten the load on Van Vleuten herself. Obviously didn't work. She got brought back and caught, and then sort of the pace just went out of the group, attacked with Spratt, and got the win. So I am happy with that we got the win. That was, I guess, the goal in some ways at the start of the stage. It wasn't really a chance to gain much time in the GC for Van Vleuten necessarily, just because of the way things played out, but still, to get the stage win with Spratt, that's great. A nice reward for her for the hard work she did as a teammate, and also a stage win is a stage win. So it's another win in the bag for Mitchelton-Scott in this race. Still just 5 stages into the race. So Spratt in the end had 19 seconds on Guazzini, who finished second, and 1 minute and 8 on everyone else. So she'll probably actually move up in the GC. Yeah, she's up to 14th. I believe she was 21st at the start of the day. So that's excellent. Kind of gives us another card to play in the GC. And we stay in second with Van Vleuten 23 seconds back of Nuyadoma. So I think that's a good result. It's a good result to win the stage. And I would say that we looked quite a bit stronger on the climb with Van Vleuten than Nuyadoma did. To be fair, Van Vleuten had a great race day condition of +3, so that probably had something to do with that. But it's a promising sign. So looking ahead to the next stage, stage 6, that is, I think, finally going to be a sprint stage. Let's see what the magazine says. Yeah, looks like it will be a sprint stage. So it might finally be time to give Sarah Roy a chance, although, to be fair, Annemiek Van Vleuten has a better sprint than Sarah Roy in this game anyways. I actually didn't notice that until right now. So does Gracie Elvin. So we'll see. We'll come up with some sort of tactic, whether it's sprinting with one of the riders or just sort of trying to get through the day with our GC ambitions intact. Yeah, we'll figure it out. We're getting towards the end of this race now, so it's getting close to being time to trying to make our winning move with Van Vleuten if we want to win the whole thing. But I think that's about it for stage 5. We'll be back next time with stage 6. Thank you everyone for watching the video. If you liked it and you've enjoyed following along with this Giro Rosa series, make sure you subscribe to the channel so you don't miss the next couple of stages. And yeah, I will be back soon with the next installment of the Giro Rosa, and then you can also expect more of the Andy Schleck Pro Cyclist mode soon as well. So like I said, thanks again for watching. I appreciate it, and I will see you next time.